Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, can you hear me?
It's not a singing audition, right? It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, I feel good, and no one's gonna stop me now. Oh yeah. So one of the most memorable experiences I had in school, I was still living in Australia at that point of time. And that's really where I got into swimming. And it was my first school heat, so you're competing within the school for your house or whatever. And I think I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. And I knew I was a pretty good swimmer. I was very confident. So they put me into the breaststroke. Backstroke. 50-meter backstroke. And I was like, I can do this. So I remember my mom and my aunt being in the bleachers. And bam, the gun goes off. And I start swimming. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is good. I hit the end. I win the race, right? I hear my mom and my auntie. They're like, yeah, Carla, woo! And then my mom runs down and everyone's laughing. And I'm wondering, are they laughing at me? What's going on? I'm the champion. If anything, they should be picking me up on their shoulders. And my mom comes over and she goes, congrats, but what were you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? What was I doing? And she goes, you swam with one arm. And I was like, what do you mean I swam with one arm? And she goes, you did the race, but you forgot your left arm. So you ended up just doing this the whole time. And I don't understand how you won, but you did, and you didn't get disqualified. And I was just like, So from then on, I kept telling people I can beat you in swimming with one arm because it was true. Sometimes you just forget. I think the best experience and the best advice that I've taken away from everything that I do now is when you go into an audition, and you should always audition. I mean, even if you don't think that the job is right for you, you should always go and audition if you've been called in. That your reason for going in should never just be to get the job. It should always be to make an impression. Because maybe they see you and you're not right for the job for whatever reason. But they will remember you and they will have you in mind the next time something comes around, and you're going to be top of mind oh, actually when Carla came in and she wasn't really right for that role, but I think this, based on what she showed us the last time, I think she could do something like this. And I think that's all you could ever ask for. The fact that people remember you for something else. No, I'm so introverted. What are you talking about? I think a situation that is very prevalent in my life, whether or not it's seen, is the fact that my father passed away when I was very, very young. And he passed away at a time where I was discovering my love for performing. It's wonderful because every time I feel like I'm set back from rejection or from whatever, not doing a good job on a show, you come out of it and you're like, I could have done better. I should have been more prepared. I could have been more creative with how I did it. I always remember the fact that, it's not the end of the world. And my mom always reminds me of that. Every time I face something difficult, she'll always go, it's not the end of the world. If you could pick up and become the person that you are today, despite losing your father, despite having that huge hole that was never filled because I never had a stepdad and my mom never, nothing. She goes, you can do it. She goes, you don't realize how strong you are, but you are. You just got to dig deep. And every time she says that, it pops that little bubble of doubt in me and I go, you're right. And then I dust off and then I do it. And it always ends up so much better than I thought I could do it before. Thank you very much for flying with me. I am Carla D.